Welcome to Drinks and Joe. My name is Joe. This is Matt, and today we will be listening to
Genesis.
That's
right. Supper's ready.
Supper's ready.
What about elevensies? Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper.
I haven't listened to this song, but you have, right?
Yeah, I've listened to this song, but I haven't really listened
Listen
to this song. Yeah. So I've heard it, but yeah.
So this will be the first time we'll be doing that. Mm-hmm. So we had a hard time finding out which version we should be listening to. So we're going to be listening to the live 1972 version.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Balcones, Tres Hombres, ZZ Top whiskey.
We'll have a link there showing us our review and our review.
Yeah. our review of this whiskey. Cheers.
Cheers.
You ready to go?
Yep.
All right.
Old Michael walked past the pet shop, which was never open, into the park, which was never closed. And seeing the park was very clean, very green, and very smooth, he took off all his clothes and began to rub his body into the clean, wet, green grass. He accompanied himself with a little tune. Went like this.
If you want more, just pour yourself some.
Beneath the ground, the creatures below, commonly known to us as worms, interpreted the pitter-patter from above as rainfall. Rainfall means two things: mating, bath time. They enjoyed both simultaneously. Within seconds, the entire clean, green, smooth surface of the park was a mass of dirty, brown, writhing objects. Old Michael continued to rub his flesh into the ground. This time he looked even happier, and he whistled a little tune. It went like this. Yeah, it's a bit fast, isn't it, Phil?
It's Phil Collins.
Phil. No.
You said it's Phil Collins?
On the drums, yeah.
Wow.
This, to us, was perhaps Jerusalem boogie, but to the birds it meant supper is ready.
Across the sitting room, I turn the television off. Sitting beside you, I look into your eyes. As the sound of motor cars fades in the nighttime, I swear I saw your face change. It didn't seem quite right. And it's hello, babe, with your guardian eyes so blue. Hey, my baby, don't you know our love is true? Coming closer with our eyes, a distance falls around our bodies. Out in the garden, the moon seems very bright. 6 saintly shrouded men move across the lawn slowly. The 7th walks in front. with a cross held high in hand. And it's hello, babe, your supper's waiting for you. Hey, my baby, don't you know our love is true? I is so far from here, far
Playing 12. Are they both playing 12 strings? Looks like it.
it's good to feel you again. It's been a long, long time.
It's like lulling you into like a relaxed like.
know a farmer who looks after the farm with water. Yes, he cares for all his harvest. I know a fireman who looks after the Can't you see he's fooled you all? Yes, he's here rocking. Can't you see he's fooled you all? walked across the fields to see the children of the West. Saw a homestead dark-skinned warrior standing still below the ground.
You don't see too many bands where the guitarists are seated in live performances.
Or they're playing the same thing.
Wandering in the chaos, the battle has left. We climb up the mountain of human flesh to a plateau of green grass and green trees full of life. A young figure sits still by a pool. He's been stamped human bacon by some butchery tool. He is here. Social security took care of his lad. We watch in reverence as Narcissus is turned to a flower.
The flower?
A flower? You go down to Willow Farm to look for butterflies, butterflies, butterflies. Open your eyes, it's full of surprise. Everyone rises and picks in the rocks. dressed in rag. He used to be a British flag. Plastic man, what a drag. The frog was a prince. The prince was a brick was an egg, the egg was a bird. Haven't you heard? We're happy as fish and gorgeous as geese, wonderfully clean in the morning. We've got everything, we're growing everything. We've got some in, we've got some out. Some wild things floating about. Everyone, we're changing everyone. You name them all, we've had them here. And the real stars are still to appear. All right, feel your body melt. Bum to bum to bad to dad. Daddy be happy, daddy be happy. The ball, daddy down to not to not. Tilly washing, not tilly washing. You're all for the ball. Let me hear you lies. Living this up to the
What a front man.
You've been here all the time. That could you not, that could you not. You're under the soil. The soil, the soil. It's deep in the soil. The soil, the soil, the soil, the soil. The soil. We'll end with a whistle, end with a bang. All of us within our places.
It takes like a certain amount of confidence to be able to wear that flower headpiece. guitar stood up. Gotta use that.
He's getting out tomorrow. guardian eyes so blue. Hey, my baby, don't you know our love is true? I feel so far from here, far from your loving arms. Now I'm left again. Our baby's gonna work out fine. Can't you feel our souls ignite? Changing ever, changing colors. In the darkness of the fading night, like a river joins the ocean now as the drama we're finally free to get back home. There's an angel is the supper of my mighty world. Kings has returned to meet his children home to take them to the new Jerusalem.
That was it.
All right.
26 minutes was that video.
It didn't seem that long.
It didn't,
I was
right?
surprised. I was surprised.
The song is always changing.
Yeah. And his performance helped a lot, too.
Yeah.
It really did.
He's a hell of a frontman. Peter Gabriel, have you heard of him? No. He left Genesis at some point and like had a pretty successful solo career, and that's when Phil Collins took over as the singer.
Oh, okay. And then that's when he became big.
Yeah.
He has a good voice, and he like really,
He has a hell of a stage presence.
yeah, he really does.
When he put on that flower headgear and then he was wearing that weird helmet.
That prism looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird, but it was like, dang, that's awesome.
There's some parts that I couldn't really understand, and it's me, not him, but just from trying to understand him. But I gotta see the lyrics. Like when he put the flower on there, I guess he's transforming because he was talking about a worm and it went to a flower. And I feel like he could be like part of like an Alice in Wonderland type thing.
Yeah.
Or even like just some type of movie based that I would like to watch.
Like, I don't know if this song is about like anything in particular, because the first verse says, walking across the sitting room, I turned the television off. Sitting beside you, I look into your eyes, the sound of motor cars fades. I swear I saw your face change, it didn't seem quite right. It's hello babe with your guardian eyes so blue, hello my baby, don't you know our love is true. So it's like, he's like sitting in basically like the sitting room or the living room with his love.
It's like basically like, you know what, I want to turn off the TV and focus on you type of thing. That's how I'm getting like from the first passage. And then coming closer with our eyes, a distance falls around our bodies. Out in the garden, the moon seems very bright. 6 sandy
Shrouded men move across the lawn slowly. The seventh walks in front with the cross held high in hand. And it's, hey babe, your supper's waiting for you. That took a turn right there.
Yeah. Well, have you ever like actually read the lyrics like over time?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so this will be interesting for both of us. Throughout the song, he did talk about Jerusalem quite a bit. So and it's, hey babe, your supper's waiting for you. Hey my baby, didn't you know our love is true?
I'm trying to remember if there's anything like about 6 shrouded men and the 7th with the cross. Like if there's any like, if that's like some sort of biblical, I mean obviously a cross is, but I'm like thinking of those numbers specifically.
I've been so far from here, far from your warm arms. It's good to feel you again. It's been a long time, hasn't it? I know a farmer who looks after the farm with water clear. He cares to all his harvests. I know a fireman who looks after the fire.
Share his peace, signed the lease. He's a supersonic scientist. He's the guaranteed eternal sanctuary man.
See, I feel like the song has a lot more meaning than
Because I'm thinking about like the shrouded, saintly shrouded men and the cross. Could the farmer who looks after the farm be like Jesus, and the fireman who looks after the fire be like the devil? Because he's supposed to like be in fire?
Leave us down below if we're getting like close or if we're have an understanding of it.
Yeah.
If not, if we're far off, just please let us know.
Yeah, we may just be going like way off course here. Because the song's called Supper's Ready.
Remembrance of like the Last Supper from what they were talking about here.
Yeah.
So
I've never really thought of like biblical, like, but I mean, you're right though. He does talk about Jerusalem a couple times in this song. So wearing feelings in our faces.
While our faces took a rest.
We walked across the fields to see the children of the West. So who are the children of the West? We saw a host of dark-skinned warriors standing still below the ground, waiting for battle.
So that's different right there. That's just completely different from what we read.
A young figure sits still by a pool. He's been stamped human bacon by some butchery tool. He is you. And then it says Social Security took care of this lad. We watch in reverence as Narcissus is turned to a flower. A flower?
And that's when he was a flower.
Yeah.
All right, so we need some help on explaining this.
This all ties together somehow.
Yeah, there might be more to it. We might be looking too deep into it.
Like, is this the fight that's just begun? The host of dark-skinned warriors standing still below the ground. Is this supposed to be the fight, like, between good and evil? Like, between, like, the forces of heaven and the forces of hell? He's thinking that the evil forces are actually the good guys. So it's like this human bacon. You're just, like, expendable. I don't know.
But wouldn't that human bacon be, like, just basically just not of non-importance?
Yeah. And it says, if you go down to Willow Farm to look for butterflies, flutterbys, gutterflies, open your eyes, it's full of surprise. Everyone lies like the fox on the rock in the musical box. There's a Genesis song called The Musical Box. Oh, there's mom and dad and the good and bad and everyone's happy to be here. There's Winston Churchill dressed in drag. He used to be a British flag, plastic bag, what a drag. The frog was a prince, the prince was a brick, and the brick was an egg, and the egg was a bird.
I think this is the part where it kind of remind me a lot of like Alice in Wonderland. But
yes, we're happy as fish and gorgeous as geese and wonderfully clean in the morning. Has he like died and gone to heaven or something? And like he's seeing Winston Churchill there or something?
Or what if like each portion of this song is like a different story?
I mean, it could be. Mom diddle washing, you're full of a ball. You're under the soil, you'll deepen the soil, so we'll end with the whistle. See, I wonder if he has, like, if he has died, because there it says you're under the soil. Because then way down here it says 666 is no longer alone. He's getting out the marrow in your backbone, and the 7 trumpets blowing sweet rock and roll gonna blow right down inside your soul. I've been so far from here, far from your loving arms, and now I'm back again, and babe, it's gonna work out fine. So were those 6 shrouded men and the 7th with the cross, were they like coming for him and they took him away and now he's back? Like they took him away to fight in this battle?
We have finally been free to get back home. There's an angel standing in the sun and he's crying with a loud voice. This is the supper of the mighty one, Lord of lords, King of kings. You return to lead the children home, to take them to the New Jerusalem. See, I feel like he said Jerusalem more than once.
I thought he did too. Well,
apparently he only said it once.
Well, because he said those couple of poems at the beginning, remember? And I think he said Jerusalem in one of those.
But even towards the end, I thought he said it more than once too. But...
yeah, but see, like here it sounds like, okay, they've been reunited. The supper of the mighty one, Lord of lords, King of kings, he has returned to lead his children home. So is that supposed to be like the second coming of Jesus? To take them to the New Jerusalem? And then maybe what supper's ready means is that...
you're ready to come home?
Yeah, like you're ready to come home, like you're ready to come...
like after everything that's been going on, it's like finally time to come home after that.
I feel like there has to be some sort of biblical thing behind going all this. I mean, there's just too many biblical references, I feel like. I mean, I'm sure there's places we can go on the internet that like will just straight up tell you what the song is about, but I mean, it's... I don't know, I kind of like going through the lyrics and like
trying to see what we come up with.
Yeah,
we could be far off.
We could be. This is interesting.
Yeah.
I've never really dove into the lyrics. I've never dove?
We're gonna stick with divin.
I've never dived into the lyrics. I'm gonna say dived. That's what I'm gonna go with. Obviously you haven't because it's the first time you've heard it. But yes, please let us know about it and how far off, or if we're not far off, let us know also, and that'll make us feel really good about ourselves.
Yep.
This has been a long video.
It has been. That is our reaction
to Supper's Ready.
Supper's Ready.
By Genesis. Our reaction and like semi-lyric breakdown. Down in the comments below, let us know how you like this song and what you take as the meaning of this song.
If you sticked around long enough for this, to the end of this here, if you want to listen to more Genesis or react to more Genesis, then leave it down below, subscribe.
Yeah, or more long songs like this in general. We've got a couple that we've been sort of talking about doing. But thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know whenever we upload. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.